Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin continues to move in this descending price channel that I think I put onto the chart yesterday. This is quite important here on the daily time frame because this price channel, as you can see, keeps us in a local but moderate downtrend, not an aggressive or impulsive downtrend as far as I can see right now. And even if the price breaks below the previous swing lows here from September, we should simply be moving down lower in what could be a C wave in in this C wave to the downside, and it gives us a larger 3-wave move down. So as long as we are dealing with corrective structures in this pullback, the overall trend is up, and even in the orange scenario in which we're dealing with a larger ABC structure to the downside, the correction could be nearly done. Why? Because if we get really a 3-wave move down, then we're already in the midst of the C wave. So we are probably like, I don't know, 70-80% there maybe, if this indeed is this ABC pattern. Of course, that will be confirmed on a daily basis on the smaller time frame if this direct move to the downside is still unfolding. I explained to you in the last update that the invalidation point is the swing high that formed on Thursday, the 18th of September. And I would say as soon as we break above the upper boundary line of our trend channel here, it already would indicate that maybe something more bullish is playing out. I mean, the bulls can always make a comeback, right? They can always make a comeback. Obviously, the reward to risk ratio for, let's say, short trades was most favorable in the resistance area. That's why we have it on the chart. Whereas now, the bulls can, as we move closer back to support, can always make a comeback. Remember what we talked about before. The market dipped quite quickly here, moved up quite quickly, came down quite quickly, and that's because in this area, we already in July saw quite a nice and fast rally through this entire corridor. Yeah, roughly this one, yeah. Probably between 117K and 108.5K. And we're now getting back to support, okay? In addition to that, don't forget that Bitcoin is currently holding above an important Fibonacci, an important moving average. That's here our orange line. Of course, it's not a very strong one, but the price already found support in September at this one. It's the 21-week moving average, exponential moving average. It would be helpful, in my opinion, if this week we could get, it would be bullish, if we could get a weekly close above this level. It currently looks like it, but obviously we're currently testing this level. So any recovery from here could then look like maybe early in September, be followed by a couple of profitable weeks. But anyway, I'm just pointing out we're currently holding here this exponential moving average, which can be important support. Looking at shorter time frames, really there is no change. This is everything here on the smaller time frame. 30-minute chart reminds us that in this move to the downside, the market at any point might give us a bounce back into this micro resistance area, which is between $113,260 and $115,940. And it could send us eventually lower. Or if we take the direct path, which would need to be confirmed, the market could, just go down very directly. But I don't, again, at the moment, we're just moving sideways. It looks a little bit like a bear flag. But I think early tomorrow, we probably won't see much action. But late Sunday. And late Sunday, as we move towards this weekly candle close, which I find quite important because of the 21-week moving average, we'll get a bit of a decision there if Bitcoin wants to close below that moving average or above. So we're currently just grinding above micro support, which is between 108,440 and 109,477. So just be aware that even in this C wave to the downside scenario, the market might give us a bounce. I'll keep you updated. Only a break above that resistance area would indicate that the bulls are taking the lead. That's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure you check out our membership and join MCO. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.